Now we're going to test out the phonograph. I'll put a new needle in it, and it looks like on the sound chamber it says prima stark tone, which would be German. I think that stark is German for strong. And it looks like it also has a brand of Sirena. I'm not familiar with that brand.
You want me to zoom in on that?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and I got it wound up. So let me go ahead.
Do you want me to
start it here?
Oh.
Here's an RCA CTC-16, and this is the round color TV. We actually have one of this model, but it's got bad filter capacitors in the one we have. But it does have a good CRT. This one seems to work pretty good, but like we suspected, there's PVA degradation between the safety glass and the actual CRT face. So it's got that cataract effect on it. Go ahead and turn it on here. At least I think that this is a CTC-16. I guess it could be maybe a CTC-20, but it's probably the 16.
Class of 53 lives and breathes for the Fighting Irish.
Cheer for Old Over the Day.
Does it just take a while?
Yeah, there
Irish
it is.
taking on Michigan, a rivalry more than 100 years in the making. I got a taste of Regis's.
So that's not that. I would have just thought that was dirt.
Well, what it is there's a safety glass on the front, very front, to protect against an implosion, and it's glued to the actual CRT with a type of glue which has a chemical called PVA, which is polyvinyl acetate, and the PVA starts to degrade over the years, and it gets all contaminated, like with mold or other impurities. And
is it actually separating them?
yeah, it's delaminating. So the fix for it is to try to remove that PVA material. But it looks like it could use a purity. It looks like it used degaussing and a purity setup. You can see that that Regis's face is getting kind of funny color toward the center, and it's due to just magnetic effects on the picture tube. But it really really produces good color. We've got it's not ours, of course. I was saying we have a DTV converter. They have a DTV converter on it.
Lipstick, our top 10 looks for fall.
That's kind of blown out.
You've seen the giveaways and the stunts. This is what's
I don't think so. I mean, I guess it's just, it can be hard to get a really good picture of a TV.
How nervous are
And
you right
here's,
now?
but this makes me want to get the one we have back working again. And over here is the Sentinel black and white 1940s TV, and it's also hooked up with a DTV converter. I'm going to turn the DTV unit on. I'll turn on the TV. I've seen pictures of these. I think I've seen them on the World Wide Web, but I've never actually seen one of these in operation before this.
Kind of hard to see.
We'll be right back with
Yeah, let's see it.
It looks pretty. You can't really make out much on there.
Yeah, let's see if we can zoom in on it here. We may need to set this to acting kind of strange. This camera can have a hard time focusing some. There we go. Now we're getting a better picture of it.
Zoom concentrated Mazda 2 or the wicked fun Mazda 3. Either way, your inner driver gets what it's after. Experience a test drive today.
Drink in the rich, bold taste of premium roast coffee, 100% Arabica beans. It's so rich.
There's the black and white Sentinel set, and let me get a better view of it with the camera light on here. This looks like it may be a vintage bulb as well. There's a fixture, and here's another one of those with this dimmer system. I've never seen this before. You pull these strings to operate the dimmer. See, I don't know if it uses variable resistor or how it accomplishes the dimming function. And then here's some vintage bulbs with a frosted glass.
I think these were ones that she said were like 105 years old.
Yeah, she was saying that these were really, really old.
And then the ones on the mantle.
Yeah, you can see on these, it's got an etching on it, kind of like that on a tube. And it says National Mazda GE. And these also have the this dimmer system on them.
But they leave them on almost continuously.
Yeah, they leave them on all the time. They just keep them in the dim position.
What's this? See that?
Oh, it's a telephone bell. They said they had to disconnect these telephones for some reason. They've got an antique phone with dial here, and then also a telephone bell. Here's the GE monitor top refrigerator. It's kind of a weird, I'm not sure, maybe somebody brought this weird little booklet in there. But anyway. Yeah, there's the control unit. And here's the hermetically sealed compressor and the condenser.
And she pointed out that...
Yeah, that it's just on 1. It's only on the setting of 1. And we'll see how cold it is in here. Looking at the freezer compartment, there's ice. And let's check out the temperature in this. Temperature is 38 degrees, it looks like, between 36 and 38. Here's the Brunswick radio from the 1920s, made by the Brunswick Balke Colander Company, which I believe still produces billiard and bowling supplies just as they did back in those days. But here's the on-off switch. You pull it on, and the thing about this is that when you shut the doors, it shuts off the power. So we just have to let it warm up. I think I may have some video of it from earlier when I got KAAM, but let's see. We'll see if we can get any stations at night here. Just have to let it get warmed up, and it's got a tuning meter here. Let's see what we can get here.
You set darn early and you buy when there's blood in the streets is another way of putting on it. But this is volatility. So let's do some definitions, Jeff, because you live this stuff. What is the VIX index?
The VIX is the Chicago.
That's probably WBAP.
Kind of a, it's not a...
KAAM, I think, would have gone to low power now. Let's see.
I'm a veteran myself. My dad is a veteran, my grandpa's a veteran. Hell, my great-great-grandpa was here for 3 months and died in the battle.
Uh-oh. Like I said, have Greg look at the video, listen to it. I guarantee you it'll be the sound of the day.
Well, and I'll just...
And when you close the door, you'll see it presses the switch in, so that when the doors are closed, you know that it's always off. Now in here, there's a music box, and it's got a thing on top of here, which can, I think, rotate. It can